Hello everyone and welcome back to another Poppy Builds video. Yay. I just want to preface this video with, it's 37 minutes and 38 seconds. Do I regret it? No. Do I understand that maybe the whole thing won't be watched? Yes. Am I okay with that? Yes? I don't know. I built this house for fun, for me. So if you want to watch this, please come and welcome. Thank you so much. And if you don't, that's also okay. And if you just want to speed through it, I will encourage that, because I don't think I will ever speed up the pace of my videos. Mainly based on personal preference, because I have said this many times and I'll say it many times again. I get motion sick when I watch Sims videos, speed builds that go too fast. And so how I record them and how I do it is based on the fact that I need to make sure when I record the video I myself don't get ill. And I also always find it easier to speed up a video than slow it down. So if you want to watch it and speed it up, please be my guest. Because I really do actually love how this house turned out. So I'm very happy if you decide to watch 30 seconds of this or the whole entire video, which I said might be 37 minutes and 38 seconds, but honestly I may cut some of it out like 15 seconds. So here's to hoping it's a little bit shorter than I said initially. But welcome, thank you so much for watching my channel, and I hope all of y'all are having a solid day so far. So once again, we are in this beautiful world of Newcrest, and I am building another family home. This home is going to be a traditional one. I'm just counting how many bedrooms. It's a 5-bedroom house for a family of 6. With a large backyard and a very large kitchen. It's very suburban in my mind. How I've been designing these specific houses is for them to match the row. So they're all blue, they all have the same roofing, and they all have the same windows. But the inside is obviously styled a little bit differently. How I styled this one compared, I'm gonna sneeze, sorry. Can you tell that I edit my videos? I do. I just don't do a lot of editing recording wise. Anyway, bless me. So this is another family home. But unlike the most recent family home that I put on my channel, which was like the Dawson Lee home, that one I really was intentional. I wanted it to be a bit more modern. The interior of this one, it is family. That's the whole entire purpose. I wanted it to be scattered with toys. I wanted it to just be like, children live here. There's no formal dining room, there's no formal living room. All of the spaces are shared, and all of it looks very like a typical, if you ever went to a friend's house and they had a lot of siblings. So there are obviously like a lot of bedrooms, maybe shared bedrooms. This is a very big house, so none of the kids share bedrooms. But you'd go over to those houses and they would have toys scattered everywhere, and it just felt very homey. That's the whole entire purpose of this house. And of course, other houses you would go to and they'd be very immaculate and very like spotless, even though there were lots of kids. Totally fine that way too, but this entire vibe of this house is to be like a bit more of a messy, kid-centric house. Especially like I never understood the houses that had so many siblings and like everything was so clean. Where did the parent or parents get the time to do that? Because it's very impressive, but cleaning is terrible. I don't want to clean. I'm thinking I have to clean my kitchen today. It's the last thing I want to do. Ugh, I can't even imagine cleaning a house this size with so many kids. As soon as the kids get older, you're like, okay, chore time, sweep, mop, clean. Or you're lucky enough and you hire someone to do it, but I'm just thinking about cleaning this house now. Anyway, the families that had very immaculate houses, I don't know how they did it. Or do it. I mean, those houses still exist today. I just don't know how they do it. What I like about this is I decided to add this type of planter box to break up the space, and it ended up looking really good, which was just genuinely surprising to me because I also added it at the second level eventually, and it turned out nice. I was like, this actually looks like intentional landscaping. It suits the space very well, so I was very, very happy with how it turned out. For the outside, I just wanted it to be a space that the family could come and eat dinner outside. Very simple. Typically how I do all of my outdoor builds. Or not builds, like outdoor areas in my builds. I think the space looks nice. I think it is suited. It's just, adding these planter boxes just really suited the space, and I am very happy with how this turned out, and I hope you like it. You can find this on my gallery in The Sims under poppybuilds. This is called the Bollinger House, or Bollinger, however you would like to pronounce it. That is the house it is underneath in The Sims. So if you'd like to play with this house, you can find it there. It's a really nice family home, a very large family home. I was very proud of myself. This is actually like quite a big build. I mean, again, look at the length of this video, and thanks for watching. I don't do super big builds, and this was quite massive, and I've been having fun doing family homes lately that are bigger than the tiny homes, which, don't worry, I'll be getting back to tiny homes because they hold a special place in my heart. I love them too. Which, fun fact, one of my friends has just bought a bus, and her boyfriend, they're gonna get married, her almost fiance, they're gonna move into the bus. They're gonna renovate it and live in the bus, like a school bus. So a yellow school bus, for those not from America, I think those giant yellow school buses. That's what they've bought. That's what they're renovating. And I go onto their Instagram because they've created like a channel for it, and I'm just like, ooh, okay, I like this, ooh. It's just very interesting to actually have a friend getting into the tiny house movement, as I'm a low-key tiny house movement aficionado, so it's very exciting to see other people get into it. It's just so cool. So the tiny houses, like, they just make me so happy, and like, my friends are getting into the movement. She's, I think, one of two people I know building a tiny home. The other one's building it in an Astro van. Like, that's absolutely crazy. How crazy is that? So it's very, very exciting. I love it. So tiny houses, don't worry, this will be in The Sims. But for now, we have a nice, big, giant, and beautiful suburban home. So I wanted them to have a nice dining room. I also didn't add any high chairs. Like, can we be honest? Every time I play with a high chair, the toddler never sits in it. They just take the food from the ground, or you put the toddler in the high chair, and then the parent just leaves, and the toddler is stuck there, and you like take the toddler out, and then every time you ask them to take the toddler out, it glitches and they don't take it out, so then your little small child is stuck in the high chair. And so no, I did not add any high chairs to this. Maybe in some other builds, but not this one, because I don't know if it's just me, but hopefully it glitches. It glitches all the time, and I can't figure out how to fix it. So there is that. No high chairs in this build today. Instead, we have this beautiful, massive kitchen. I wanted the kitchen just to be so big a bit modern and just look like that's where they would eat, and then that dining room is a bit more for like fancier dinners. So not like a formal living room, but a more formal-ish dining room. And I feel like those dining rooms are very, very common in traditional suburban homes. Again, I used to live in the suburbs. Formal dining rooms are a big thing, and then a more casual eating space in your like kitchen. So like this, that's how I've kind of designed it based on my own personal experiences and friends' houses. Because we didn't have this, we had like a kitchen table instead. But very similar in theory. Now what I did for this kitchen, which I really do like, is I decided to add a little barrier in the middle with these planters. I think these planters are from Eco Lifestyle. They are hands down one of my favorite to use. I mean, they're beautiful, they're very chic, and they fit any room. So of course I decided, of course they would be the right thing to create a divider for the space. I mean, the countertop was so large, I wanted to do something for it, and I wanted it to be a little bit fancy but functional. So you could definitely still have 6 people eat there. They're not too high so you can see over. I mean, the toddlers are on the ground, so no worries. They would not be able to see over it, but there are no high chairs here. We've already had a little rant about the high chairs today, so none of that. And I did want the countertops to have a few scattered items. I didn't want them to be bare. And I love how this kitchen turned out. As you can tell, the lights were glitching a little bit. Again, I've said this in a few builds, but the lights have just been glitching for me, so please let me know in the comments below if that is happening to you. But for now, I will deal with it. But it is very frustrating that some of the rooms and stuff are darker, even though there are lights in them. So maybe I should add like the bigger lamps and then downsize them? I don't know. It's just very frustrating. But this is going to be the living room. I wanted it to be a little bit more muted, the living room, because the space adjacent to it is going to be like a little play area for the kids. So I didn't want the living room to overwhelm that, because all of the kids' stuff is very colorful in how I did it. So what I did instead was keep it a bit muted, but then did this accent table with pink, which this blue and pink, like the navy blue and pink, are very complementary colors. So I was very happy with how it turned out. I think adding the pop of color really just made it feel more fresh and a little bit different, so I hope you like it. And because of the pink, I decided to add a little pink table to it too. It's all very cute in my mind. So over here is where I was like, okay, this is a little extra section. It's going to be perfect as a kids' play space. So they have a space to play downstairs and in their rooms. See that? I almost clicked on a high chair. That would have been a scandal. Imagine it. Oh my gosh, if I had a high chair to this, I don't think I do. That would be terrible after how much complaining I have done about high chairs in this video. But I don't think I do. So instead, I've made this space fully for the kids. This is their little play space, which is quite ironic because the door to their play space is then their parents' bedroom. But otherwise, I think it makes sense. Like, you could have some kids like playing and then other kids chilling on the couches. I think it suits the build very nicely. Again, I told you at the beginning it was going to be very kid-centric, and I think, yeah, I mean, you walk right in and you see toys, you see a living room. It's all very family-friendly in this build, whilst still being like bright and colorful and mature. I mean, hello, look at the big, beautiful pink coffee table. Absolutely beautiful. I also have loads of bathrooms in this build. I think there are 4 in total, which for 6 Sims is fantastic. Upstairs, they share Jack and Jill bathrooms. I think that's what they're called. Like when there's 2 doors and 2 rooms. Yeah, I think it's called Jack and Jill bathroom. So that's what the kids share upstairs. They have the 2nd floor. And then the parents have their own ensuite. So this bathroom here is more of a guest bathroom. And then this bathroom is going to be the parents' bathroom. All of the bathrooms are going to be practically identical. And the bathrooms are a little bit more modern than I think the rest of the wallpaper is in these homes. But I think that's okay. Maybe that's what they renovated, was the bathrooms, and they liked this stone flooring. Again, it's all up to your imagination, but that's what I am thinking. But this is the parents' bathroom. So I think it looks great so far. Now this here is going to be the parents' bedroom. Ugh. The stupid glitching curtains on windows, can't figure out why. I wanted the parents' bedroom just to be minimalistic, simple. That's it. For the family that I downloaded, there are 2 parents, so I wanted to have 2 dressers. Maybe they own a lot of clothes. So there are going to be, I think, 2 dressers in this build, and then also a little space for them to relax in. So a little living room. So the parents' bedroom is like their sanctuary. It's definitely not a place that the kids come and hang out. It's for the parents only. Which I do think is very common in most houses. The parents use their bedroom as a place of sanctuary and rest. But obviously with 4 kids, it's not always going to be that way. But they try. They try to be a parents-only space, but we all know how kids are. They're going to be hanging out in their parents' rooms all the time. I definitely did that as a kid. But I did just try to design it as a space of calmness and not have it too bulky or messy. So it's just a very simple space. And that was very intentional. I wish we could get new lamps in The Sims. I'm very tired of all the lamps we have. I wish we had more modern industrial lamps that are like thin and tall. Like my favorite lamp is the one with like the 3 prongs. It's like on a tripod and then it like overhangs. I wish we had more of those types of lamps because they just suit all of the builds. Because that lamp in there is not the ideal lamp I would have, but I didn't want one with a lampshade. So I wish we had lights with less lampshades is where I'm going with this. Anyway, moving on. We're not going to go into a rant about the light shades like you did with the high chairs. Instead, we are going to be on the 2nd floor now decorating the kids' bedrooms and bathrooms. So the top bath bedrooms, so the toddlers are going to share one bathroom, and then the other kids, kid age instead of teenage age, are going to share the other bathroom. So they have the Jack and Jill bathroom, and then the toddlers just have a bathroom because they have a little hallway to get into their rooms. So their bathroom is just very skinny. I end up moving the door to fit the girls' room better, which is the room that's going to go over there. So if you haven't seen the family just like flitting about in the corner and stuff, there is one boy, one girl toddler, and one boy toddler. So it is a set of 4 kids, 2 children age, 2 toddler age. That is the build. So this is going to be the toddler bathroom. I did it a little bit more with a few brighter colors. They're going to have a bright bath mat, and they have a bathtub instead of a shower. I gave them the whale bath mat. It's so cute, and I think it suits the space very well. But just very simple for the bathrooms. Didn't want to do too much for them. And then this is their very skinny hallway. Yeah, the windows were not happy with me, so I did have to move them down a little bit because they just weren't functioning. So I did eventually finagle them, make them go a bit lower, which suited the space, but it was very frustrating. So this here is the little hallway into the toddler space. I needed the hallway because of the stairs, because I wanted this extra space to, like, not extra space, the end space to be a bedroom, but I didn't want to be a too big bedroom, so the hallway helped mediate that and create a space that allowed for access to the other bedroom. Otherwise, it would not have worked. So this in here is going to be the girl toddler's bedroom. Very simple, just very colorful, and with loads and loads of toys. The toddlers are also going to have matching dressers and bookcases. I did want to do the girls' room a little bit more feminine, and then same with the boys' room. I wanted it to be a little bit more masculine, so you'll see that in the color schemes that I chose for each bedroom. So this bedroom's a little bit more pink and purple, and then the boys' bedroom is a little bit more brown and green, which I don't know why that was my color choice for a boy toddler, but that's what it was instead of like blue and green. But his room's brown and green, so that is fun, I believe. Anyway, that was the kind of color schematic behind their rooms. And I actually love how their rooms turned out. I've been, again, like really getting into decorating kids' rooms lately. Do you see that lamp? That lamp was my favorite one that I've just put away. This one has a lampshade. It's average. But I've just been getting into decorating kids' rooms, and I said in the Dawson Lee build, which I will link here, that the kids' room I decorated was my favorite room in the house, which is normally like the complete opposite of what I normally say. Normally it's like the parents' room or a random room, but this time it was the kids' room in that build. And I think for this build too, all of the kids' rooms are just fun, they're vibrant, and they all have personality, and I think that's why I really like them, because they're all very unique, and I think it very suits it. So like maybe when they had this girl toddler, they took some of the stuff from their older sibling who really likes pink, which you can see in her room, and vice versa with the boy. So maybe when this toddler grows up, she's like, I hate the color pink, and she'll change up everything, and she'll have the brown and blue room. Who knows? But that is the child's toddler girls room, and then this is going to be the toddler boys room. Now the issue I had with this room is that because how I added these bookcases, it kind of made the room very skinny. So I think he might have the smallest room, but I think adding those bookcases made it feel smaller than it actually is. So again, if you decide to download this build and the toddler grew up get rid of those bookcases and you'd have so much more space. But it doesn't matter for now. So this is his room again, really brown bluish vibes. It's mainly brown vibes, but I kind of like it. It's like a bit woody in this room and I think it suits it. But again, loads of toys for both of them and I like it very much. Now in the hallway, I didn't want it to be wasted space, so what I did was add these bookshelves, floating bookshelves, I think you would call them. These I believe are from Eco Lifestyle too. Again, one of my favorite packs, especially for build and buy. And we can just pretend all the stuff in there is toys for the kids and books, it seems. Which again, like the second floor is for the kids only. Like, it's the kids' floor. And I did decide against going with a rug, only because I could not find a rug that fit the space and theme I was going for. I tried that yellow one, didn't work. That one, it had to be longer and skinnier, and there's some fit long ways but not lengthways. No, some fit widthways but not lengthways. Ooh, that was a moment. Anyway, moving on. So the older kids definitely have the bigger bedrooms. This here is the girls' room. Maybe she has the biggest bedroom. It does not matter. All I know is that both of them had space for double beds or queen beds, king beds. 2 Sims can sleep in the bed, pretty much. So I gave her a beautiful pink bed, because I said that she likes the color pink. That's why the toddler below has a lot of pink influence. And I think this is one of my more favorite rooms that I designed, because it is just very cozy. Like, the whole entire house, the kids' rooms all have personality, and I think that's sometimes hard to convey in The Sims, but I think I did a good job in this build, so I'm really proud of it, and I hope you again do enjoy it. Because like, these rooms have personality and I really do like it. This is a very nice and very big family home. As you can see, I did move the door for the bathroom, which definitely suited my aim of the build, because I didn't want it to isolate the space and like block it off. So moving it really did help. And I also wanted her to be a bit crafty, so she has a few craft items in her room and a space to relax. So I think it's like a nice medium in this room of like a child, but also like a toddler. Like, she's still a young child. Like, she has all of these vibrant, colorful things, which I think as you get older, a lot of people like gravitate away from color. Not me. I have a very colorful living space, but a lot of people do, and I think as a kid you have more leeway for color, so I just threw it into this room. I really just wanted it, again, to just scream, kids, this house is for the kids, it's a family house. And I think that's why this room is my favorite, because it's got just a scattering of toys everywhere, and arts and crafts, and just personality. So I do love it. Now, last but not least, we have the boys' room. This room was a little bit harder to design because it was awkward in shape. It was very skinny in shape, let me rephrase, so trying to figure out how to design it well was difficult. But by moving this space here to accommodate for the dresser, definitely opened up the rest of the room to be for toys and games and whatever stuff he was into. And I really do like that. So his room is also a little bit campy with, I really wanted to add the Boy Scout, you know, the thing that folds out, Boy Scout trifold, I don't know what you would call it. the Boy Scout poster thing. This is great. I'm not... Anyway. I really wanted to add that because I wanted him to be part of the Boy Scouts or Camp Scouts. I don't know what they call it in The Sims. Especially because any gender can be part of it. So I think actually the Boy Scouts now any gender can be part of it, but traditionally it was only boys. Anyway, I wanted him to be part of that, but I couldn't add the stupid trifold thingy. So anyway, he is not a Boy Scout now or Camp Scout. See, this is me trying to figure out where to add it, because I wanted it so badly, but it just didn't fit, and so I didn't add it. But his room was just the most difficult to figure out what to do with, because he may have a bigger room, but it is more awkward. So figuring out the layout was very difficult, because I wanted it not to be a mature room, I wanted it to be for a kid. And I think I strayed away from that a little bit, and it's a bit more mature than I would like. But it just was so skinny. It was very hard to deal with. As you can see, I struggled a lot with how to design it, and again, his space is very mature. Did you see me trying to add the Boy Scouts thing? It did not work, but I wish it had. But I liked to pretend that he was really into music, so I gave him a stereo, some posters, and just a bit of clutter, so maybe video games and music is his thing. But otherwise, those are the rooms, and then I just did a little bit of exterior landscaping and design, just to make the house look loved. I wanted how their landscaping to be very, very professionally done and well upkept, so giving them these hedges to wrap around a lot of the space looked really nice. And I did switch the fencing because I don't know, I just like that fencing more than the other one. Yeah, the hedges, FYI, took a long time to add. Don't worry, I did. I added them all. And I think it made the space look very mature. And of course I gave them a pink little tree to match the whole entire house and the rest of the area. A few trees here and there, along with a bit of shrubbery. I don't remember if I added a jungle gym, but in retrospect that would have been a good addition. Maybe. Yay! I did add a jungle gym. Okay, I'm very content then. That makes this build fantastic. Yeah, so the landscaping on this one was just a bit lighter than what I normally do. I just did one and I went very heavy on the landscaping, but this one was a little bit more calm. Adding the hedging just made it look really well done and very simple, and I think that suited it very nicely. And to be fair, I don't know if I moved the mailbox. That's a little bit ironic. I do know though that I gave them bikes. So when the toddlers age up, they can all ride bikes. Even though I'm pretty certain kids can't ride bikes. But can they? I don't know. Anyway, I added bikes and that is that. So welcome to the Bollinger house in Newcrest. Let us go and tour it. So there are our bikes. Our family, hello, and more bikes and the jungle gym. Inside, you were immediately greeted with a little play space and the living room. Love it, we love it. And then in here is the parents' sanctuary in quotation marks. I kept it very simple intentionally and very minimalistic. I like the parents' bedroom. It looks very mature compared to the rest of the house. This is their ensuite bathroom. The living room and play space again. Hello, hello. Our guest bathroom. The formal dining room with our awesome hanging lights. And then the massive kitchen, which we love. Very modern, this kitchen. Looks very fancy, very fresh. And up we go to the second floor, e.g. the kids' floor. Our very skinny hallway. We're gonna go to the boys' room first. I think it's a little bit more mature than I would have liked, but overall a nice kids' room. I think you could have done with some more posters. The Jack and Jill bathroom. And then the girls' room. With lots of craft stuff and very pink, colourful vibes. Yeah, I really like this room. I really love that craft space. It looks so cool. Whee! And then down we go to the last 3 rooms. Our little hallway. The girls' room. Again, I'm sorry that it's glitching. Please reference The Sims, not me. Their bathroom. And then the boys' room. And that is the whole entire interior of the house. We are now going to go and check out the backyard with the awesome planter boxes. So hello, welcome to our beautiful backyard with a lovely space to eat outside and relax. And of course, a place to swim. And that is the whole entire family home build. Thank you so much for watching, and if you've stuck around for the whole thing, I really do appreciate it. I will see all of y'all next time, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!